Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with another sparring roll. This time we're doing some nogi. Gonna bring some nogi to the channel. So right here, I'm going against black belt Steve, and we slap bump, and we're gonna start trying to figure out how we're gonna grip our grips. So I'm kind of taking a wrestling stance, putting my hand on the head, gauging the distance, and before I go and shoot in, I'm keeping my posture kind of low, leaving that lead foot forward. And right here, I'm going for that was a very, very bad takedown. I think that Steve wanted me to go into his close guard because Steve likes to play a bunch of leg locks, which kind of favors his style of game in the no-gi scene. So right here, I'm going to start standing because standing is, in my opinion, the best way to break a close guard in gi and no-gi. So he's going to grab a grip of my right ankle right here and start to opening up the guard. And I'm going to start backing away, keeping my hands on his knees and kind of stepping away so I can reassess the situation and decide how I want to start passing the guard. So right here, I'm not allowing him to grab any of the grips that he wants because I know he's going to start setting up the leg lock. But right here, I kind of fall to my side, which is I should have just stayed up, and he's going to start setting up the inside Zenkaku 411, whatever you want to call it. That's what he's trying to set up. So what I decided to do is keep my weight in my hands and pummel my legs for dear life. So right here, I'm able to kind of get him in a smashed half guard position. As you can see, as the camera pans around, I've got a figure 4 lock on my feet, so that way he can't attack the legs. What he's going to do right here is try to pull that leg, break the figure 4 lock, and I'm keeping it nice and tight, basically for dear life, because I know if he gets that leg, he's going to be able to set up his position. And I'm coming around to the back right here, making sure my legs are locked and trying to figure out how I can turn this into a back take position. So I fall to my back, and I'm kind of trying to get his left leg past my knee line so I can start taking the back. And right here, he's able to break the figure 4 lock, but I'm able to lock it on the other side and kind of come up and get him back in the smashed half guard position. So that position was kind of scary because I know he's got the leg lock positions locked down, no pun intended. As you can see, he's still trying to do those. So what I'm doing is figure 4ing my legs and trying to get back to my knees and stop him from setting up his game. So right here, I'm able to get back to my knees, stand up, and disengage the entire situation. So now I'm going to start trying to force his back down and pick up his legs and see if I can start to pass. So right here, Steve is taller than me, and he's able to get that butterfly hook and kind of stop me from passing the guard. So I'm sitting my weight on his legs, on his butterfly hook. He's going to be able to elevate me right here. I keep my weight in my hands and try to pummel my leg free, but I'm not able to clear that hook. Like I said, he's taller than me, so he's able to catch my leg on the way out. So right here, I'm going to start to stand and try to turn this into a knee cut pass. When I realize that I'm not going to be able to get the knee cut pass, I'm just going to try to turn it into a half guard pass. As you can see, he's taking a half guard position here with his legs locked on his side and trying to basically get under me to elevate me and snatch up one of those legs and get his signature 411 inside Zenkaku. So I'm sitting my weight back, keeping weight in my left hand, and also sitting my weight back so my legs are heavy and he can't really get what he wants. So what I'm doing now is just trying to find a way to get around his head, maybe put some pressure on him to stop him from trying to elevate me and split my legs so he can grab one. So right here, I'm trying to turn it into a mount position. I'm going to start putting pressure on his head and his shoulders and turn it into a half guard passing position. So I'm able to flatten him on his back, keep my legs nice and safe, and really drive my left shoulder into his chin. So now what I'm going to try to do is free my right leg from the lockdown that he has right here. So I'm keeping pressure on his chin, trying to figure out how I want to pass this, and I decide to start isolating that far arm and seeing if I can get a submission from there while he's in the half guard position. But unfortunately for me, he's going to be able to get that underhook and kind of stop me from attacking that arm. So what I'm trying to do, as you can see, I almost grabbed the pants because I'm thinking, you know, I still have that gi mindset. So I decide, obviously I can't grab the pants because it's no gi. So I start to put my hand on the knee. And right now what I'm doing is just keeping my legs locked as much as possible so he can't split my legs. As you can see, he's really trying to get into that deep half position, but I'm keeping my weight in my hands. And we've got a little furry friend that's going to start coming up and trying to figure out what is going on over here. So that's one of our teammates' dogs that was at the open mat with us. So right here, he's going to come up and start getting this sweep. So right here, I actually have the head and arm choke with the the guillotine with the arm in, And so he's not actually scored the points. This is a very important point to make right here. In this position, he has solidified the sweep, but because I have the submission locked on, it's not points for him. So if you're ever in competition and you're somebody's about to pass, but you have a submission, just as long as you don't let go of that submission, it's not going to be 2 points for them. So right here, I'm really just trying to get that arm in guillotine. What you can't really see is that he's fighting my arms on the inside, kind of stripping that grip and stopping me from being able to get it. I'm just trying to keep the back of my tricep on the back of his neck so his head doesn't pop out, and I decide to switch it to a butterfly hook and see if I can get one of these Marcelo Garcia style sweeps. And he tried to push my leg down and pass over the butterfly guard, but I used that to my advantage, use that momentum, and get the butterfly sweep and come out of the position. So he didn't actually score the points there because I held this the position, the submission, and ended up getting the sweep. So right here, I'm going to start trying to get a knee on belly, just solidify my points. Like I said, my gi game and no gi game is pretty much the same, just the grips kind of change a little bit. So right here, he's going to start to turn into me. I'm going to keep pressure on that arm, on that hand. I'm going to turn around to get to his exposed back area here. So I'm keeping nice pressure on the head, keeping the pressure on the arms. I'm going to start to, I got the underhook, but then I immediately let it go for some reason, kind of a brain fart right there because I'm fighting for the underhook right back. And what I'm going to do is take my left arm and bring it over the top of his head. He's going to use that stiff arm escape, and I'm going to use that momentum and kind of just swing around the arm and get to the other side of the body. So for that stiff arm side control defense, I've realized that fighting against it is probably not the best way to go. So I kind of use their momentum and kind of swing over the top of their body, path of least resistance, and end up getting into a more dominant position. So right here, I'm in the mount position. He's going to take me over, and I'm looking at the time. There's not that much time left, so we're going to start playing close guard, and I'm going to start to try to get a inverse Kimura or reverse Kimura, just trying to see if I can snatch up a submission while the time is running down. And we're going to hear that timer, and that is the end of the roll. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the roll. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to start bringing some more no-gi to the channel. I know I've been specifically training in the gi, but with Who's Number One and all these events coming up, I just felt, you know, like getting some no-gi in there. So I'm going to be bringing that to the channel a lot more. So a few of the takeaways. I think I was doing pretty well with the figure four lock. I don't really know too many leg lock defenses, you know, the inside Senkaku and all that type of stuff. I just know that if I figure four, lock my legs and try to come up on top where they can't attack my legs, that is a good defense, and that's been working for me, and that's what I showcased in the video here. If you have any other type of leg lock defenses, please leave a comment in the comment section. I'm always trying to learn and get better, and unfortunately for me, the leg lock game in no-gi is something that I haven't really worked that often because I'm mostly a gi practitioner. So ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the roll. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. It truly means more than you know, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.